Alright, BobalosRex here, and today's video is going to be my guide on what I'm doing to prepare for 10.0.7. Now the first thing off the bat is very minor, so I just want to get off the way, which is why I'm on this tune, is you may want to have a Tauren leveled up. The Tauren quest line that's coming is pretty cool. I don't know if there's going to be race-specific reward. They've kind of done that in the past. So, they did it for classes. Right? So it may be account-wide unlock kind of dealio. We don't have a reward for it yet. But it may also be cool to do it on a Tauren. But I wouldn't worry about leveling a Tauren up. But it's something I did. And I'm going to run it on my Tauren. But you don't got to do that. So, to start the list off proper, first thing I would do, and I'm not going to log out of this character to do it, but you want to have a level 50 human with Stormwind rep capped out, exalted, and a level 50 orc with Ogremar rep exalted. They just got to be level 50. If they're higher than level 50, that's fine. You just want to get an orc and a human up to level 50. And the way I'm going to use to get rep, and it's a chill way to get rep, and it's kind of like doing two things at once, is you run every Burning Crusade heroic dungeon. You run them all once, and then you start farming specific ones after for the rest of the rep. But that way you get some transmog that you may be missing. You know, there's a lot of good transmog in the OBC dungeons, like the recolors of the old set. Hey, it's just something else to do, and it keeps it fresh. You're not just grinding one dungeon. But some of the dungeons people use are Mechanar, Botanica. I think it's Mechanar, but someone was saying Botanica. Either one, you just like reset or something if you want to do it super fast. But I just like the experience, so I would run them all to get that rep. You just get the tabard first. So if you're a human, get the Stormwind tabard. If you're an orc, get the Ogremar tabard. Run those dungeons if you're not already there. Get that rep. Easy peasy. Just gotta get level 50 again. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I just gotta get an orc ready. That's gonna be no problem. The next thing you want to do, I'm gonna bring it up here, is you want to get the Winter Pelt rep started on the tune you want to grind it with. So it's a rep grind. You just grind in the language, and then you get the goodies. The goodies are account wide, from what I've seen. So you just want to have one tune with Rustpine Den done and Winterpelt Hollow. If you completed Lore Master, just do it on that tune and be ready to go and grind that rep. Next thing, okay, I would recommend, and this is what I'm doing, to prepare as many level 70 alts as you can if you are interested in the Siskara Vault. Alright? Because using all these alts currently, and I have a video about it, you can funnel keys to your main, to your alts, and this is going to be all about the next point, the ring. We're going to get a new ring, so be ready with an open ring slot, okay? This thing's going to be like 418 and have a ton of, and I think it can go up to 421. Maybe it's 415 and it goes up to 421. All I know is there's a ring. I'm going to do its own video soon. And let me tell you, if you got one of the raid rings, aka the Aranog ring, you're going to be keeping that. But the Azure Span ring is going to be going, let me tell you. Because I'm pretty sure that this new Amulet is going to blow that Azure Span ring out the water. So don't grind no Azure Span rep. Alright? Save yourself the time. Make a crafted ring. If you don't, use the Amulet. Or get the Aranog ring and use the Amulet. There you go. That's probably what it's going to be. Alright? I'm not a sim crafter, but that's... Be ready to fill a ring slot. That's all I'm saying. Level a jewel crafter if you want. I'm going to be making sure my jewel crafter is level 70 because from what I've read on the recent thing, the gem upgrades come from jewel crafting. So I got to get on that. Now, one of the other things, if you want to prepare for gear, is I would start doing your Storm Surge stuff. You are going to get a lot of gear that's tradable to alts, and you're also going to get a ton of Elemental Overflow. But the Primal Storm gear is now going to be upgradable to 395, so that's actually going to be better than the War Mode gear now. I've been using the War Mode gear because it's easier to get for me, because you can get it while leveling up. But the Elemental Overflow gear, which is, you're going to get a ton of Elemental Overflow, so I would just grind it up enough to get some pieces. I wouldn't go hard grind on Elemental Overflow because you're going to get metric shit tons of Elemental Overflow on the Isles, on the Forbidden Reach. Alright, so don't go too crazy, don't burn yourself out, but you want to start buying pieces of this gear that you want to bump up to 395. Alright? Because you're going to be able to bump up. This essentially gets an upgrade level 3. The War Mode gear does not, as far as we know. Unless that changes. So, prepare with Primal Storm gear for alts you want geared up. Next thing. Or not, because that gear is also going to drop and it's account tradable and you can get them the gear anyways. But you can get started now if you want. The next stuff, recruit a friend, recruit a friend, recruit a friend. They haven't done the post yet about recruit a friend. But I would get as many rewards as you can while you can. You can only invite 4 people a month apparently. So, I've been using the WoW token method. I posted a video about what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening with this, so don't yell at me. I'm not saying spend your real money. I'm not saying spend your gold. I'm just saying they've mentioned a recruit a friend refresh. And if you're somewhat concerned, you may want to find friends or get a lot of WoW gold. Alright? But if you don't care, and this is a big ask anyways, you can't even, there's not even enough time, really. So, don't get started, but if you're close to something, you know, drop a WoW token. Like, buy it, use gold, get a WoW token. Like, say you're right here and you want to get this, and invite yourself. Because I don't know what's going to happen to this. We still haven't had a post on this. They may delay it because we still haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything on the PTR except a splash screen with goblin stuff. So maybe they're just adding it. I don't know, but keep your eyes peeled on this, and you may want to recruit yourself. That's what I'm doing. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Now, the last stuff is just like story-related stuff. If you care about the story, this is what I would do. One, I would do all of the campaign quests. I've done it on my main. I would do all the campaign quests, so you're caught up on the story, if you have enough renown. Don't force grinding out renown, because there's actually going to be ways to increase your renown gained when we go to the Forbidden Reach. But I would recommend trying to play through the campaign, figure out what's going on, maybe kill Razageth and LFR, see what's going on with that. You know, be ready to continue the story. It may be required on one tune for the starter quest. I don't think so yet, but who knows? I don't know why my graphics are bugging out right now. The next thing I would recommend is that since we're returning to the Forbidden Reach, and this is the last thing, since we're returning to the Forbidden Reach, if you played a Drakthir, is do the Drakthir Starter Zone. Play through that, see the Forbidden Reach at that time, and now you'll get to experience the Reach a second time. And you actually kind of know what's going on, what was happening there beforehand, if you haven't already. But otherwise, that's pretty much all I'm doing to prepare, and all I got to say on the subject, really. That's what I'm doing to prepare. If there's any new stuff that comes up, I'll mention it. And thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.